Hi everyone, welcome back. It's Deborah, and today is the first day of my Finish It February challenge. I have a hashtag for you, and it is hashtag Finish It Feb 2021. Now I chose this because firstly there is another hashtag Finish It February, and I didn't want to get mixed up with that one, and also because I wanted to put the year, because this is something that I might do every February. I'm not really sure yet, but just in case, I've set it up so that I could use it again. So if you're on Instagram, please tag it with Finish It Feb 2021. I will be following this hashtag on Instagram. Now, the other way you can share your finished things or even your in progress things, I have a Facebook group that I set up this morning. It's called String Along, all one word, and if you go there, and you'll know it's mine because you'll see the banner has got some of the pieces that I've made, and you'll recognise my handiwork probably if you watch me, and you can share your things there as well. So anything, it's really just for sharing, and you know, if you want to chat to me or ask questions, you can. I don't really have a place to do that except in comments on YouTube and Instagram at the moment. So I thought I'd just set that up so you can share your projects, and you'll see that the hashtag is on there as well. Now, all this information and the links are below in the description. If you want to just have a look at that, you'll be able to link to my Facebook group. So that's it, let's get started. This is the first one I've chosen to do. Now this is what I've been calling my blues journal, because the paper I'm using is Stamperia Blues, and it's really, really lovely. I may even get some more. I just adore this paper, and I think what I've done so far is really good. So I've just opened the tub up and had a look, and the only bits that I've got left are these bits here. That's all of the paper pack that I've got left. So I don't know why I haven't finished this yet, but clearly I haven't. So I thought maybe I need to do that. So let's just have a look where we're up to, because it's been a little while. I was adding some of those House of Roses chipboards in. I think that was probably the last time that I did work on this blues one. So, and I also remember that because it's quite thick, I was going to do several signatures. I think that it's looking quite nice actually. So they're not very large signatures, just because I've done a lot of fabric and a lot of like the chipboard stuff, so it's quite bulky. You know, it's not super bulky, but I don't want everything to be squished. So that gives me 3 signatures then. Oh, and I've also got this little thing here. That's another little bit that's got a slot in somewhere. I should have had a look at the video where the last time I did this, because I've totally forgotten everything. But that's okay, we'll get there. We'll get there. We're not going to stress. No point in crafting if you're going to stress. So that's got to be the front cover. I might sort of go like that. So I need maybe a book or something that I can sew this into. So this is the cover that I'm going to use. Now this is actually a calligraphy set, which is, as you can see, what I need to do is I need to cut all this away and just leave the spine, which is here, and the 2 sides, and I don't think I'm going to leave the rest of it. I'm not sure yet, but I just want to see how big it is in the center, because the reason I've chosen this particular one is that this will fit in here perfectly. It's the widest one that I've got. Everything else was just a little bit too small. Well, not everything. I only had a look at, you know, half a dozen or so. So what I'm going to do is measure the center bit here, which I think if I take this book out might be easier. And this will be, so it's just under 2 inches. It's probably 1 3/4 inches if I'm looking at that. So I'll just pop this back in. Now I do my spines like this for no other reason than I find it the easiest way to do them. And I know I've got 3 signatures, so I know that that will be the center bit, and then I will come probably 1/2 inch either side of that with the signatures. So I've just roughly drawn in the center of this piece of paper, and now I'm going to put the other information on. I have to clean my ruler, I know that. Rearranged my craft room again today. I just rearranged it, oh, not that long back actually, and after all that I decided I didn't like it, so I've put it back kind of how it was but slightly differently. We'll see what my husband thinks when he gets home today and sees that it's all changed. so this will be my 3 pieces, and as long as that's not wider than 1 3/4, which it isn't, that will be fine. 3 signatures, therefore 3 lines that need to be drawn. So now I need to poke some holes. Now I've lost my pokey tool. I don't know where it's gone. It's probably, you know, like my bone scorer. It'll probably be sitting in a packet somewhere. But for now I'm just using a really big needle and it'll work just as well. The pokey tool makes it easier though, so I will have to find it. And I have cut a piece of paper. This is the one that'll actually go in the center of the book on the inside spine. The manila is a template. Now I have cut it down to 8 inches, and I'm positioning that round about the center because it's just a little, not quite the same size, but it's close enough. And then poke the 3 holes across, because this is where the thread will go through as I sew my signatures in. Okay, so that's that done, and that way I don't have lines on here. You could always do them on that side and then turn it over, but I just find it's easier if you've got a template. And then you just need enough that will go from your chin, stretch your hand out like this. Let me come back. So that's stretching. I'm holding the top at my chin, and that will be long enough. It seems to work quite well. Now just before I finish tying that up, I'm just going to check that I have it in the right way, that everything is up the right way, because now's the time. If I need to take something out, it's going to be much easier before I tie that off than it will be after I've tied and cut the ends of that waxed thread. Now you can see I've sewn that second signature in, and I've got this 1/2 inch between the signatures. I like to leave that much so that when I start putting things in them and they get bulkier, they're not so tight in here, that you've actually got some room to maneuver. And now I just need to sew the final one in. And that's the 3rd one in. Let me just find the start of the 3rd one so I can show you. Here, there's the 3rd one in that was meant to be the place to start, but doesn't matter. I think I really like this journal. It's one of my favourite I've done so far. I do have to correct that. I'll have to go back and see what I was doing to make that go so wrong. And there are some bits that I need to pop back in. I think that one was going elsewhere, but oh, I think it went in there. But I've got this other little one that can go in here now. Pop that one in there. And then I also have this, which has got to go on the front under here. And you can see that it's actually quite bulky when you start putting things in, like tags and things like that. I'll just pop those in there for now. I'll go and sort those out afterwards when I finish the cover and put it in. But that's the 3 signatures all sewn onto the piece. And then tomorrow I will come back and I will sew them into the book, and also I need to do the book cover, because I won't be finished unless the cover's done and it's all ready to go on the shelf. So I hope you are joining in with me, and I will see you tomorrow.